Okay, so I'd like to welcome you to Sorta Casual Games Podcast, episode 3. My name is Jay, aka MrGhostProtocol, and this is my gaming partner in crime,
Karen, aka Freezergirl 77. Welcome.
Welcome.
Yes, so we're on podcast number 3.
Yep. Early days?
Yes. And as always, we will start with what you're playing.
Okay, so what have you been playing?
Why'd you have to start with me? I have at least started the DLC for Shadow of the Tomb Raider, The Forge.
Oh yeah, you said.
Yes.
Yeah.
Enjoying it. However, I'm stuck.
What, on the tomb?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I can't go up any further. Keep going up and then coming back down. I can't really say too much. I don't know. Can we?
Well, you're going to have to try and figure it out, to be honest with you.
I don't know how much I can say, because I don't really want to spoil it for anyone.
Well, you can give a spoiler warning and talk about it, because I'm going to do markers on the video, so people want to skip it or whatever.
Well, should we talk about it properly then?
Yeah, go on, talk about it.
Spoiler warning then.
Yeah, spoiler.
Spoiler! So it starts off in a place I can't pronounce. The little shanty town.
Yes, the place you go to before the hidden city.
That neither of us can pronounce, obviously, because you're not saying it either.
No, I'm not.
And you find some random woman, well, some lady that's Abby's grandmother. No, auntie.
Yeah, Abby's auntie.
And she's got a map from her grandmother that she's wanted her auntie to give her 1 year after she'd passed.
Yeah.
But Lara gets to give it to her instead, of course. Yeah. So yeah, it's about, then you go on a little quest to find the 3 X's marked on the map, which obviously Lara does 2 of them and Abby only does 1. It does annoy me a little bit sometimes, because they could have gone together on all of these things, but
yeah, that's what I thought. I thought they could have done a little,
just separating them out for the sake of doing it, I think, sometimes.
Well, this is the thing. I thought that, with Jonah, I thought the reason why Jonah was going to be a bit more prominent in this game was that they was going to try and do it like Uncharted. With Chloe and Nadine, can't just have them there interacting, getting to more.
Even like Sam and Nathan, right?
Yeah, just getting to know each other's characters more. That banter, build that relationship through the journey and stuff like that. And obviously, when you play the actual game itself, you find that it's not that. So I thought this might have been a good opportunity to do it with Abby, but they didn't, because like you said, Lara goes off, and Abby basically just goes off and does 1. You end up doing 2.
And you end up talking to her like on a walkie-talkie, but they're not particularly difficult things to find.
No.
There's nothing, and then eventually you go off to the tomb, but obviously, even though it's Abby's grandmother's map, she doesn't come with you. Yeah,
which is a bit...
Again, she's talking to you over the walkie-talkie, and Lara's saying, oh, there's all these amazing things, and Abby's saying, oh, I should have come with you. And I'm like, well, you should... She
should be here, because it's meant to be about you.
It's
not
her
meant to be
story.
About Lara.
It's supposed to be giving some more depth and character to her, because obviously we don't know much about her. She's a brand new character to the trilogy. Yeah. Kind of falls a bit flat, that. But the tomb, oh my god, probably one of the best looking tombs that I've seen.
Yeah, I know. It actually looks really cool,
with some kind of twisty roundabout type tower thing that you've got to climb. It's quite annoying, actually.
What's it like?
You obviously did it quite easily, but
yeah, once you figure it out, it's quite.
I'm quite close to the top. It's just when I pull certain things down, I'm going up. But then I'm coming straight back down again.
Well, like I said, once you figure it out, it's actually not that hard. The only thing that I found that was disappointing was once you get to the top of the tomb.
Is it not?
It's like the same as all the other tombs.
Oh.
Which is really disappointing. And one thing I don't particularly think is realistic or cool about a lot of the tombs, that you tend to find that they're like open sky, if you see, so you can look up and you can see the sky. So I always thought to myself, even in the the game in Shadow of the Tomb Raider with the hidden city, you can see the fucking, I mean, like the sky and the clouds and shit. So why is it no one's ever flown over and never looked down and thought, hold on a second, or like, I mean, or radar, or like all the sophisticated technology that planes have, and how come no one's ever? So it just makes it a bit hard to believe that that hidden city was really there, or that tomb was just there, no one ever saw it, and you can look up and no, man, it's just a bit. Some of these tombs are like, I like the design and I think they're cool, but in terms of them being realistic and the things you find at the end of it gets a bit repetitive, and sometimes it doesn't feel or seem like it's actually worth it. Because a lot of the tombs, especially in the second one in Rise of the Tomb Raider, a lot of the tombs seem like they had already been explored, so it kind of took away like that mystery and that thing of like you being the first Tomb Raider to find this tomb in how many hundreds of years, so I don't know. But yeah, in terms of the design of this tomb, the forge, yeah, definitely one of the best designs. Definitely one of the best designs.
How many times did you die in that? Because I died a lot.
I only died about 5 times.
Okay.
And that was...
Maybe it's just me. I fell into the lava quite a lot.
Yeah. I died.
My jumping skills were a little bit rusty.
Oh, okay. So you need to finish it. So you're not that far off from doing it. So...
But yeah, there's a lot of flowing lava, and there's a lot of exploding gas that you need to have your fire arrows ready for to make things move.
Once you do it, then it's done. But after that, there's nothing else after that. It's done. So. But
there's going to be more, right?
Yeah, I think there's going to be a couple more. I'm hoping there's going to be more.
Like, it's not like Final Fantasy and announced that they've cancelled all of their deals.
No.
I think people will be upset.
Yeah,
they're already upset that they've reduced Shadow of the Tomb Raider in price. So
yeah, it's like I swear it's like £25 now. Like I went on Shop2Net and I saw it for £25.
Kind of burns a little bit, that when we pre-ordered it.
Yeah, because that's still the case. It's cool, but it's not what it's not what I thought it was going to be.
Well,
in terms of the quality and the way it looked in the picture, it looked like yeah.
When you take a picture of it, it does look like that. Like it's...
Does it?
Yeah.
Because I thought...
I think it's an optical illusion.
Yeah, probably.
But it's not actually embedded in the case.
Yeah.
When you take a picture of it, it looks as if it's...
Like, was it like the design kind of is a little bit engraved in it, but it's not proper indented and, so it's kind of a bit,
Yeah, we got a bit conned by Game there.
Yeah, fuck Game.
Yeah, fuck Game.
Fuck Game. I fucking hate Game, man. I really hate Game, and everyone know that's ever shopped from Game hates them too. They just need to just fade away into oblivion.
They will eventually.
Yeah, well, all their shops have been, a lot of the outlets and their shops have been closing down, so maybe that's a precursor.
Yeah, but there's a brand new one in Stratford.
Anyway,
they're not in Stratford Centre anymore, they're on the outside. Brand new game.
Yay! Anyway, so what else have you been playing?
That's it.
That's it? Nothing on the Vita?
Nope.
No other game? What the fuck?
Sorry.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, what
have you been playing?
What have I been playing? I've been playing. Okay, well, I just finished Lara Croft Go last night after like it being on like pause for God knows how long. But anyway, I finished it.
The only game I've ever platinumed.
Really?
Yeah, I've only got one platinum, and that's it.
You should platinum Hellblade. It's like the easiest. It's like one of the easiest platinums. Like I heard someone else say it's like one of the easiest platinums like you can get.
Anyway.
Yeah. Hellblade. Oh yeah. Anyway, so yeah. So I completed that, and
how did it feel to complete that?
Well, I don't really feel anything, to be honest with you. But I don't know if you've done it, but they've got like these 2 extra.
Yeah.
So you've done them?
Yeah.
Okay. I think they might have been DLC or something.
It clues in the name that I got the platinum.
Okay.
You have to do everything.
Yeah, but was them 2 extra ones like in the DLC?
Part of it, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, I did that. So yes, I've done everything. I haven't collected like all of the gems and all of the things to make up all the trinkets. Like I think I've only done like 2 of them. Okay. Actually, to be honest with you, I actually didn't know how to even find them. I didn't realise that if you move the right analog, you actually got like the cursor and you can find it and just find the gems and find the secret things. So like 3/4 of the game, I just went through it, not getting any of it, because I didn't realise you could actually do that. It's my bad. So I might go back and try and get them all if I'm like bored and nothing else to play.
I do rate it as a game though for the Vita.
Yeah, but to be honest with you, I actually didn't finish it on the Vita. I finished it on the PS4.
Really?
Yeah, so I started. So this is the funny thing. So I started it on the Vita.
Mm-hmm.
Then when I realised it was you could download it for the PS4, and I downloaded it, it already had my save progress, which was really weird. I didn't think it would do that. But anyway, so I had my save progress, and I just carried on playing it and finished it on there.
How was it playing on that?
Yeah, it was cool.
Better than the Vita?
If you're trying to find like certain hidden gems and stuff, I suppose because the screen's bigger and you can look more. On the Vita, the screen's a bit smaller, so therefore it's a bit harder to find certain things, because certain hidden gems and whatever, they're kind of really hidden, some of them.
I know.
So yeah.
But isn't the point of it, it's called Lara Croft Go, as in it's supposed to be played?
Yeah, I did.
On the go.
Yeah, like I said, when I first played it, I started it on the Vita and I really enjoyed it. The only thing I didn't like is for some reason it took forever to load on the Vita.
Mm.
And that's the only annoying thing about it, and that sometimes put me off it. It's like, it's taking ages to load, and I don't understand, because there's certain other games that looks like it's doing more graphically and it requires more power from the Vita, but it's like loads really quickly. So sometimes I'm like, well, is that because the developers know how to use the operating system, the Vita, or is it just because somehow magically there's more in Lara Croft Go than there is in,
it's got a lot of levels, isn't it?
Uncharted or something. So yeah, but so I completed that. Quite enjoyed that. What else have I been playing? Yeah, I've been playing Watch Dogs 2 as always, killing more police officers, more piggies, just shooting people randomly on the street, just getting chased. What's it is, it's like, what I've noticed is that I think I'm helping a lot of other gamers online when they need to get a trophy, I'll get like the bounty hunter thing, because basically like what it is that some of the trophies you need to do online, so like when someone's just like causing a ruckus and hacking and shooting officers and killing random people and just like it's like making things blow up, you've got to like hunt them down, as well as the police, and if you kill them, I think you've got to do a certain amount of time and you get a trophy, and it adds to getting like the platinum trophy. So because obviously the game's been out for like a few years now, maybe.
Yeah, it's been a little while.
Yeah, like a little while. There's not that. Well, I'm assuming there's not that many people online or doing it. So I think when I'm playing and I'm doing the madness, people can come in from, like online and just try and capture me, and I suppose I'm helping them get their little trophy or get them platinum if that's what they're doing. So yeah, that's just my excuse for just randomly driving around and hacking and killing people.
How about just the fact that you enjoy playing the game,
Yeah,
because you keep going back to it. So even though you've got plenty of other games that you could be playing that you haven't really gotten into yet. Yeah,
I know. Well, no, actually, that's not true. Like, I'm still playing Zone of the Enders, so I'm still playing that. I've nearly completed that. That's quite fun. That actually brings back loads of bubbly, fuzzy feelings from back in the day, but it just like, obviously the game just looks beautiful now. I think I mentioned it before, the game, like, I'm actually surprised how much that game's held up, what was I playing? I tried to play The Forge. I tried to go on Shadow Tomb Raider and play The Forge, but the online thing, but obviously I don't have PlaStation Plus, so I couldn't do it. So fuck that. I'm not planning to get PlaStation Plus. I think it's a waste. Yeah, like not until they improve, it's a waste of money. So other than that, I haven't really. Oh, actually, that's not true. I also played a bit of Wipeout.
Okay.
Yeah, but not in VR.
Okay.
Yeah, I just played it for like half an hour. I was doing the Fury section. So you got like the Wipeout HD, then you got Wipeout Fury, then obviously you've got the Wipeout 2047, which is the Vita one, and stuff. So I did a bit of the Fury and did a bit of the 2047 one Vita and stuff. So yeah, just casual playing really. Like, to be honest with you, the only thing I've played this week on a serious note is probably Lara Croft Go. and that was last night, because I wasn't even trying to really spend that much time on it. But you know, that same feeling I got when I played it on the Vita, where
it's kind of addictive.
Yeah, it gets quite addictive. It kind of happened again, but on the PS4, so it's quite cool. You know, and I like the fact that I managed to have that feeling with the Vita and have it with the PS4. That was quite cool. Yeah, I definitely quite enjoyed it. I think that just shows you, or that just tells me, should I say, like how much of a good game is the fact that you can go to one platform.
I agree.
And still enjoy it and still get that same feeling. So yeah.
I am looking forward to playing Astrobots though, when that comes to the VR.
Yeah, that should be coming latest Friday. If any luck, it might come tomorrow. But yes, the latest it will come.
Very excited to play that, because we've played the demo, and it's super cute, and probably one of the better VR games that I've played. There are a number of VR games that I've played that I've really enjoyed, but I'm excited to play this for the proper full game of it.
Yeah, I wouldn't use the word cute, but it definitely is good.
To me, he's cute, but you know.
Even Ladji actually enjoyed playing it.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a good experience, because obviously you're there and you can see him and you're controlling him, and you know, he jumps into your controller, and then your little bots that you save also jump out, and that's cute.
Anyway, like I said, I don't know if I used the word cute. But yeah, what's I gonna say? So yeah, Ladji really enjoyed it, and obviously Ladji's got the VR. So
yes,
that means
we've influenced someone to buy a VR.
Yeah, so he's like really submerged into the VR and stuff.
He's lost in the world.
Was it obviously I gave him Gran Turismo to play, so he can experience that and stuff. So yeah, but to be honest with you, that's all I've played this week. I haven't really played too much.
Still more than me.
Yeah, I think you need to get a bit on it. Like, what's going on with Detroit? Like, was it like the first? I think it was the first podcast we had. Like, you know, I mentioned it then, and you still haven't touched it. Like, what happened to try getting your platinum?
I'll get back to it at some point.
Allegedly,
it's not going to be this weekend though, because I'm not here.
Is it? What about Spyro? You ain't been playing Spyro?
No.
Oh, okay.
But it's not. That was never going to be a game that I was going to play hard anyway.
Actually, what's it? When you came round the other day, and I played a little bit of the Crash Bandicoot on your Vita, I actually enjoyed it. I remember I was saying to you, I don't know if it's because when you played Uncharted 4 and you play Crash Bandicoot at the beginning, or if it's a combination of that and playing it back in the day. So now I'm kind of thinking that maybe I want to play it properly. I don't know, but yeah. Or kind of kicking myself that I didn't probably get them when it was like peanuts.
Yeah.
Like £1 or something. Yeah. Well, anyway.
And then you complain because I've got them and you don't.
Was it? Yeah, but it's the price. It's the goddamn price. You know. Yeah. Anyway, so what's next on the agenda?
Well, just before we started the podcast, stop it. It's right. They've announced the PlayStation Plus free games for December already. Even though, actually, no, we're saying that
This is the last week of December.
So it's no great surprise, really.
Okay, so what's on the lineup?
We've got a game called Soma for the PS4, which is a sci-fi horror title from Fictional Games.
Okay. That looks quite interesting.
It does look interesting, but I don't know too much about it. Looks interesting though. And then there's got another game called Onrush for the PS4, which is an all-action gravity-defying racing game.
I don't know. That looks like kind of like a rip-off of what's that game with the when they drive and there's like it's like football, but they're driving around vehicles and that mad game. Anyway, it reminds me of one game. I can't remember what it's called now, but that's what it kind of reminds me of. Okay.
And then for the PS3, there's two games: Steriden, I'm assuming I'm even pronouncing that right.
Never
and
heard
Steins
of it.
Gate.
I know about Steins Gate. There's actually anime of Steins Gate.
Yeah, I thought it sounded familiar in that respect. What does it say about?
Stigma, Classic, PSN.
It's a space shooter.
Yeah, but again, it's like games that, and I think Steins, is this an RPG? I think Steins Gate is an RPG. Is it
Doesn't say.
Is an adventure. I think it might be an RPG. I might be wrong, but it might be an RPG.
Okay, not for the PS3 anyway.
Like, was it like, I do know that obviously if you're a fan of Steins Gate and obviously you still got a PS3 and you can get it for free, then yeah, that'd be cool.
I'd probably be quite happy.
See, what's annoying is that the fact that you're getting PS3 games for free as well for people that's got PS3, but wouldn't it be cool that if it was like backwards compatible, not that PlayStation Now BS, I'm talking about like you can play the PS3 games like with I mean, like, was it, I know that with the Xbox One, when you get free Xbox One game, you get free Xbox 360 games, but you can still play on that. Yeah, because so why did they do that? Because a lot of the games that they bring out are not particularly that great.
Well, maybe that's how it will get better when the PS5 comes out, because that's going to be backwards compatible.
Yeah, but that's only with the PS4
that we know of.
Okay.
We don't know, do we?
Okay, and what's next?
2 games for the Vita, which they're still doing, which is nice. Iconoclasts, which apparently is cross-buy with PS4, so like the Lara Croft Go, you can play it on the PS4 as well, by the sounds of it. And something called Papers, Please. That looks quite cute.
Yeah, I'm not really feeling that.
Yeah, something called Papers, Please, whatever that is. Which is just for the Vita. No, that looks a bit lame.
This is what I'm talking about, man. Sony, you need to fix up. Like, some of these... I'm going to say it again. If you can't give us decent Vita games, then give us the best PSP games. Like, soon the service is going to be done. Just give us the sickest PSP games. Come on, man. Because some of these games, they're not... not particularly great. Like, some of them look like budget games on the phone, on the Android. No disrespect to these developers, but some of these don't even look like they even should be on the Vita. And the fact they're giving the PlayStation Plus like subscribers these games for free, it's kind of like
a bit lame.
Yeah, was it kind of a bit disrespectful if you ask me? You know, like if they're gonna do this and just cut it now. Like what's the point?
But
you might as well cut it. And what's gonna happen when they cut the service? Like all the free games that you get on the Vita, are you still gonna be able to play them and keep them? See what I'm saying? So just if that's the case, then cut it now, man. It's just a waste of time.
Yeah, but on a side note on that, we've seen something that maybe suggests that PlayStation are going to look into making a Vita 2 or a new portable handheld.
Well, there's been rumours that they've got a pattern for like a cartridge. Was a new cartridge, and the talk around the campfire is that it could be potentially for a new handheld, but we have no idea. Like it could even be because they're planning to eventually steer away from discs and have the games on SDs, because I know you can get like small SD cards that are like 64 gigs and I think Shane told me that you can get like a couple terabyte SD cards. So maybe it might be like an extra feature or something that they're trying to that bloody fly or maybe something they're trying to like, you know, steer away from, you know, from the disc.
Interesting concept, because obviously maybe they've looked at like the Nintendo Switch and seen the success of that, and maybe they want to try.
The Nintendo Switch is only successful because it's this emphasis on it being a home console and it being a handheld. I think that if Sony was to make another handheld, I just think that they can't come half-hearted like they did with the Vita. They can't. They need to go in like they did with the PSP.
But we love our Vita.
Yeah, we love our Vita. But what I'm trying to say is that they gave up on it a long ass time ago. So I just think if that's the case, then they need to commit to it properly.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. But I'd be intrigued to see.
The question is, would you want another Vita, like a Vita 2? Would you want them to make another one?
Yeah, why not?
Really?
Yeah.
What? And do you think it would do well?
Like with properly produced games specifically for it, like better graphics, a better memory card that's not so damn expensive.
Yeah.
You know, maybe a slightly bigger screen. But, you know, the same, not too much bigger, because I do like the size of the Vita. I think the Switch is a touch too big for, like, carrying around on the trains and stuff, but, yeah.
Do you think it would do well in this, like, you know, this climate, this market right now? Especially when Nintendo kind of, like, cornered that market.
Well, to me, the Nintendo Switch is still quite expensive.
Yeah, but you got to remember, there's still the DS. The DS, the Nintendo DS is still...
that seems outdated these days.
Yeah, but it's doing...
I'd say the Vita's better than the DS.
Yeah, okay, you probably say that in terms of specs or power or whatever, but in terms of the game and the following it has, you know what I mean? Because you got to remember, sometimes, like, okay, like, history has shown us is that sometimes it's not even about how powerful a handheld or a console is or a PC is. Sometimes it's just about how good the game is. And you could have the most powerful machine, like Xbox One, for example, the Xbox X. But if you've got no, like, games, no software, it don't mean anything.
Yeah, true.
It don't mean shit. Like, you know what I mean? You can have the most powerful games console in the world, but if you've got no games to play on it, then it don't mean anything. It's just a box sitting there, you know. And it's the same thing.
Collecting dust.
Yeah, and it's the same thing with the Vita. The only difference with the Vita, like in you know, in America and Europe, they kind of gave up on it, but in Japan, in Asia, they still kept up with it. You know, so
all the nice different coloured ones, like orange and white and blue, and we just get black ones.
No, I would love to get like an orange or blue one.
They're quite expensive.
I know, but I would love to get one of them. I'll just, that's like my thing. Cause every time I go online and always see something about Vita, it's always got like they've always got an orange or blue one. Like, fuck, because I want an orange or blue one. You know, and every time I go on like CX or whatever to look, like no one's ever like bought one and handed it in. I think if people buy them, they keep that shit.
Yeah, because they're worth money. That's why.
Oh, damn.
Because they're rare items, obviously.
Yeah, I know.
You know, if you've got sense, you keep hold of the rare stuff. But the only thing that really PlayStation that's doing currently that's remotely portable is this PlayStation Classic, and reviews are in.
Yeah, the reviews haven't been. Yeah, they've been really shit. What's
the average score? 4?
Yeah, it's like
5,
4, maybe
most?
5 out of 10, and 3 out of 5.
Yeah,
which is not good. Which is not good at all.
No one's really liking it. It's literally. I think I go back to what I said. It's going to be one of those things that people are going to buy for Christmas. And they'll probably have a bit of nostalgia playing it over Christmas and whatever, and then it'll just get put away in a cupboard somewhere and
never play it again. Yeah, see, I think that it's hard as well because the reviews have been so poor about it. Like, I can't even see it being a thing of people buy it and keep it for, like,
I believe some bloggers have even cancelled their pre-order of it because they think it's going to be so bad.
Yeah, well,
and this is not going to help the fact that the reviews, you know, apparently the frame rate's rubbish on it. It doesn't.
What did they say? It was like 9. Was it 9 out of 20 games that are PAL?
Yeah. Which
is like dumb. Which is really, really dumb.
Doesn't, you know, translate well onto a nice 4K TV.
No, because I think that the max it shows is 720 as well.
Yeah.
Also, the emulation menu screen is garbage.
Yeah, I saw that.
What's it like? It looks like someone just like threw it together really quickly.
Do you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the Lara Croft 1 game. You know that?
Oh, yeah.
The little...
Yeah.
That's obviously the little tip of the hat to her.
Even the Lara Croft Go menu looks better than...
They could have done a lot better. Yeah. It's like... They started it with good intentions and then just went, yeah, this'll do.
It's whack. Like, even even the Game Station like menu, like emulation menu screen, way better than that. Way better. And this is the argument, and this is what I was kind of saying before, and what a lot of people have been saying. What's the point of when you can get a lot of these emulations like through PSN or through other means on your Vita or your PSP or on your PC or on little things like Game Station? Like what is the point? Like,
they're trying to sell the whole nostalgia retro thing, aren't they?
No.
But unfortunately they just haven't done it.
No, it's garbage. It's garbage. I think that they should have done better Like,
there's not much we can do to change it now.
Yeah, of course, but
They've made their bed. They're going to lie in it, and they'll probably still make a shit ton of money on it.
Yeah, it looks really. To me, it looks really cheap, like a money grabbing thing. That's what it looks like. They just threw it together quickly, and bam, there it is. Like they didn't even take time out.
My PS1 looks better.
Yeah, it does.
Bigger.
Yeah, it does
Got
look
a disc
better.
in it.
It does.
Same difference, really.
It does look better, but
get true nostalgia that way because you're actually playing the real thing as opposed to.
I just think personally that, you know, it's just for nostalgia. I think that for collectors, if people want it just to have to collect.
No, I think
you know, you get some people, regardless if if it does well or not, they'll just collect it because they're just a collector of all things games, like gaming, games console, or if you're like a Sony PlayStation collector, I suppose you just collect it for the sake of collecting it. But I would say outside of that, I just can't see what's the point of buying it, especially if you own a Vita or a PSP, or you know, even if you own a PS3, you can still play a lot of PS1 games on it. I just don't.
We're not sold.
Yeah,
PlayStation.
Yeah,
sorry, we're not sold.
Yeah, it's just really disappointing. Very, very disappointing. And the fact that like the controllers are not even wireless, which is what I was saying
Apparently
before.
That's a money saver because apparently to have the dual shocks on it would have bumped the price up.
How? It's old. It's old. They're taking the piss. They are taking the fucking piss. It's old.
Well,
like the original DualShock controller is old as fuck. You can go and get one for like £3-4.
Well,
still find one that's like in really good mint condition. You can still get one. They're taking the piss. They are really taking the piss. You know. Okay. So I just think, for people out there, if you're thinking about getting the PlayStation Classic and you've got money to burn and you're a fan of collecting all things gaming, or you love things all PlayStation, then go and get it. But apart from that,
get a Vita.
Yeah, go and get a Vita or a PSP. Don't waste your time and energy buying this, especially if you've got a PS3. It's just a waste of money. It's just a waste of money because you can get the same feeling. The only difference is you're going to sit there and see a tiny version of the original PlayStation. But lesser than what you get on the PS3, lesser than what you get on the Vita or PSP. Nah, it's a waste of money, waste of time. So yeah, that's it really. Sony, fix up. Arrogance, I can sense it kicking in. I can sense their bullshit kicking in. I hope it just don't. I hope you don't get a repeat of the PS3. I really don't. With the PS5, I really don't.
Getting ahead of ourselves there.
Oh no, man. But anyway.
Talking of whack things.
What would you say? Whack things. Alright then.
Fallout 76. It's getting some very bad reviews. Very, very bad reviews.
Yes.
To the point where gamers out there have been requesting Bethesda to give them refunds for the game, and Bethesda have flat out refused to give refunds. And it's even got to the point now where a lawsuit could be levelled at Bethesda because for alleged deceptive trade practices.
Yeah. Because
which is interesting.
Yeah, because I actually saw their press conference when they promised and when they said what the game was going to be, and there is none of that in that game. None of that.
Apparently it's completely unplayable because of technical issues.
It's garbage.
Which was in the beta. They released the beta, whatever you want to call it, and apparently it had these problems in it, and obviously the people that played the beta complained about it, and Bethesda just went, well, we'll fix it when the game comes out, and clearly they haven't. And people are quite rightly fans of this game or this series of this, you know, they've gone and bought it and they're severely disappointed, and obviously they want their money back, but they're not getting their money back.
Well, they should take them to court, and from what I saw in the press conference and for what I'm currently seeing now, they've got a very, 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 very strong case. And like I was saying to you earlier on, I don't know what the return policies are in the States, or better yet, even in Europe, or even in this country. I always thought if you buy something and it's faulty or it's not what you thought it was, and you return it within a certain amount of days, you're meant to be able to get your money back. But even in England, in London, even that's a bit blurry these days. So I don't know what it is in the States or the rest of the world, but I think in general, just on the basis of them promising a certain product and not providing it, then I think gamers, I think us gamers, I think we've got a very, very, very strong case. And you know what? Yeah, by rights, they fucking should sue them, because it will teach the developers to stop making half-assed games and stop promising us shit that you can't, you know what I mean, like can't provide. You know what I mean? Like, just be honest and say, look, I know we promised this and that. You know, the game isn't that. We're going to hold it back so that, you know, to make sure that we provide that service that we promised.
No, I'd rather a developer hold a game back and say, look, we're sorry, you clearly, you know,
no, it's disrespect.
We'll hold it and we'll bring it to you once it's been polished properly.
Yeah, dude. Do you know what? It's really unacceptable, and it's a fucking joke, because I'm hearing and I've been reading that that different Bethesda studios of they said they came together to work on this, but it doesn't look like that. And the fact that they pulled assets out of the last Fallout game, and the wickedest thing about it is that the last Fallout game had like quite a few issues and bugs, and you had modders that actually fixed the issues, fixed it for Fallout, and for this new Fallout game they are the same issues, and they couldn't even bother to even go to the modders or even take what the modders had fixed and incorporate it into their new game, so that gamers, so people won't have to experience this. And part of the reason is because they got some old ass fucking game engine, some weak ass game engine. They would have been better off just doing it on the Unreal Engine.
I know.
I mean, because everyone's been saying a lot of people have been saying that their game engine is really old, and they just need to just scrap it, and they need to just use the Unreal 4 engine, and I mean, until they develop something better, because what they got is garbage.
Well, it's now, because of their mistakes, it launched and garnered its worst Metacritic score in the franchise history, and is now one of the worst reviewed Bethesda software titles ever. Good. Arrogance, good. It's faced an array of issues, big and small, since the game launched into beta in mid-October. A bug caused the entire beta to delete itself.
Oh my god.
And then another bug saw the game refuse to uninstall. The game also had speed hackers exploiting physics, invulnerable players, and weighty patches. Players crashed the server's games with nukes, all while sales were down compared to Fallout 4. Bethesda apparently said they're going to stick it out with the game, but have been quiet about the game's direction since it launched on November 14th.
What, and all this happened during the beta, or is this what's happening now?
It's from the beta to now.
And
the servers crashed on the first day.
What? And like, they thought it was okay for them to actually release it like the way it was. Yeah. It's fucking ridiculous. It is ridiculous.
Well, rumour was that they shouldn't. They didn't. Yeah, they made a mistake in calling it a beta.
I heard that
more of it is a server test.
I heard that the actual patch was actually like big. It was bigger than the actual game itself.
There's no talk of any patches right now.
No, but I'm talking about when it first came out. Apparently, when it first came out, there was this big ass alleged patch for it.
Maybe that's what's crashed the server.
And it was actually bigger than the game, and a lot of people that actually bought it said that it didn't even do it didn't do anything. So obviously it didn't, because like all this happened after the fact.
Either way,
good.
I don't think it's doing much for Bethesda's reputation right now.
Listen, I'm gonna say this here, like, us as consumers and gamers, like, you know, our strongest and loudest voice is to vote with our wallets. So I just think that because they deceived its fan base into buying something and promise
and it's a franchise, right?
Yeah.
It's got a fan base.
Yeah, and promise something that it clearly didn't, and they knew. Like, there is no way in hell that anybody at Bethesda that was working on this game looked at that game and thought it was ready to come out. No fucking way. They knew what they were doing. So because of that, I hope and pray that every Fallout person that bought this game that's unhappy with it
gets
their money back and unite and take them to court, because they're taking the fucking piss, and this is the practices that I just don't personally like. I can't stand this shit. I really can't stand the shit. Like, it's one thing for making a game, and you make a game to a certain standard, but like you're pressed for time, you got a window, you want to maximize the market to get them, like the most revenue for the game, because other games come out and so forth and so on, and you got like a big patch on day one to fix it, and when you play it, there might be little minor bugs, but it's still relatively a beautiful looking game. It plays well. That's one thing, but this is something completely different.
Yep.
No, it's disrespect. It's fucking disrespect.
Well, hopefully it's not the start of a trend of game developers thinking that they can get away with this stuff, and hopefully this will be a lesson learnt.
Yeah, well, there's similar trends, isn't it? It was especially with Destiny and stuff, like similar bullshit trends. No, it's the truth. Similar bullshit trends. Actually, talking about games, the Hellblade is coming out soon, the hard copy.
I still don't understand this.
Yeah, I know, and I was actually trying to do some research on it, and from what I know right now, there is nothing extra coming out with it.
Then what's the point?
That's what I was thinking. What is the fucking point?
If anyone hasn't played or heard of Ninja Theory's Hellblade, it was a digital game that was released last year.
Was it?
Was it last year?
It might be maybe early last year. I can't remember now, but it's been out for a while.
Either way,
but it's definitely one of the best.
Freaking excellent game.
Yeah, amazing game.
And now they're bringing it out. It was released on PlayStation, and then they eventually released it on Xbox.
Yeah.
And it sold really well.
Yeah.
Across both platforms. And now they're bringing out a hard copy.
Yeah, but the problem is that they said it was only.
There's nothing extra coming with it.
Part of the problem that I have with it is that they said it was only ever going to be it was only ever going to come out on digital.
And they sold merchandise. I have a Hellblade hoodie. It's very sick. But really, if they're bringing out a hard copy of this game, then give us a collector's edition.
No, better yet, no. Yeah. Give us a collector's edition.
I would love a Senua figurine.
A pop figurine at least.
No. I want a full blown Aloy style.
Yeah, I know.
Senua figurine.
Yeah, I know.
That'd be sick.
But part of the reason why. Okay, well, they said they wasn't going to do a hard copy, but now they're saying they are, because apparently they've done so well that
I know what you want.
They wouldn't give us. Pardon me. They wouldn't give us a hard copy. So in my mind, I'm it has me thinking. Well, if that's the case, and you're going to a hard copy, then give us something, whether it's DLC or whether it's the theme as well, or the soundtrack, or whether you give us a little pop figurine with it or a figurine. Give us something extra.
I knew you were going to say the theme.
What?
I knew you were going to say the theme.
Yeah, I want the theme.
Yeah, I've got the theme. He doesn't.
Yeah.
You got it when you pre-ordered it.
Well, I thought I did, but anyway.
No, you didn't. Obviously.
I'm pissed about that. But anyway, but the point is that at least give us a reason to. You gotta remember, because if people's already bought that game, then
I don't.
What's the point of buying a hard copy?
To buy a hard copy of it. I've got the digital version.
Personally, I don't understand who they think is what.
Stop it.
Yeah, I don't understand who they think is gonna buy this. Because if you own a PS4 or you own
I guess to those people
Xbox One,
got it.
Yeah, but you can buy it digitally. Like they said that you can only buy it digitally anyway. So a lot of people, if they want to buy it,
you can keep it. It's not like you're going to lose it.
Yeah, I know. But the point is that if people have any interest in that game, their only recollection in terms of getting it and playing it is to download it anyway. So I don't understand who this is for exactly. Like this was it, and this is the reason why I don't understand why they're not announcing or saying, and it's coming with A, B, and C to entice people to say.
When's it supposed to come out?
Do you know what? Let me get. I think it's like the first week of December.
Then they would have announced something by now if it was coming with anything extra, because that's next week.
Yeah, I know. I think it might be the 4th or the 7th, something like that.
That's next week.
Yeah, I know.
So disappointing.
Yeah, very, very, very disappointing. And I actually like Ninja Theory. Like they did, it was a few games that I actually liked and stuff. Apart from, I don't know, I've got a love-hate relationship with the Devil May Cry game that they made. But yeah,
that's a good segue. Well done.
Anyway, like that was even planned, but yeah.
It's only a tiny segue, but we did get exciting. Well, it's not exactly exciting for me, but it's exciting for you. Netflix have announced that they're going to do a Devil May Cry series, animated series.
Yeah,
which, you know.
Yes, they did. I'm actually looking forward to that. It's meant to be part of the bootleg bootleg universe, which sounds bootleg. Anyway,
with Castlevania, it's done by the same people that made Castlevania. If you know your anime.
Yeah, but our animation is beautiful. Well, actually, you haven't watched season 2 of Castlevania, have you?
I haven't even watched season 1 properly yet.
I need to watch that shit. It's amazing. It's godlike. But anyway, the fact they're doing the Devil May Cry is good, because the last Devil May Cry anime that they did, I think it was like 12, 13 episodes, and it wasn't particularly that great. I think if you wasn't a major fan of Devil May Cry, you would have had no interest in it at all. And for like us beloved fans and supporters of Devil May Cry, we weren't particularly that happy. I weren't particularly that happy of it, and I know a lot of people wasn't particularly that happy of it. Definitely the Bayonetta animation, the movie, was 10 times better than Devil May Cry 1. So the fact that Netflix announced and agreed to take it on, and the same people that did the Castlevania is doing it, is music to my ears. So I'm actually really looking forward to that, to be honest with you. But we're probably not going to be seeing anything at all next year.
No, definitely not. I'm predicting around, let me think, March next year, maybe, when the game comes out.
Yeah, probably.
Might go side by side with it.
Actually, that'd be really, or better yet, just it'd be quite cool if they could get it done and release it probably like a week or a few days before the actual game drops. That will actually, jump on that wave. Jump on that wave. And
I don't know if that's planned, but it would be nice.
If it's not planned, then that's what Netflix needs to be doing.
Well, Netflix are certainly pulling out all the stops when it comes to certain things right now. So
yeah, well, they're going in. They're definitely going in, and I think in terms of Devil May Cry, I'm very, very, very happy, because I personally felt let down, and I know Jonathan did as well, because obviously me and Jonathan, especially Jonathan, major fans of Devil May Cry from day one. That very first demo, that Jonathan knows what I'm talking about, that very first demo that you got with Resident Evil Code Veronica, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
That very first demo, Jay, I know you know what I'm talking about. From day one, when no one knew what that game was, that the first time that was it, a game like that kicked off that type of genre.
Okay.
Godlike game, beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I know that he weren't happy with the anime at all, and I particularly wasn't. I still have it, because it's Devil May Cry, and there's certain bits, certain episodes, and certain bits in certain episodes that it's okay, but overall it wasn't a great anime.
We did see what the collector's edition for the new Devil May Cry 5 game for North America was just before we came on air as well.
Yeah, I'm not feeling it. Personally speaking, I'm not feeling it.
You'd think there'd be a Dante figurine,
or even a Neuro, or even a Virgil, or something give us a sick figurine and
the characters, not a replica of the van.
No. The van. Why the fuck do I want a replica of the van with the
bumper sticker? Yeah,
the bumper sticker and the glowing light of Devil May Cry on it. That actually, I think it's meant to light up. Don't quote me, but I think it might be lighting up as well. Why the fuck do I want that?
It's alright. It's only available in North America, that one. So
No, but how can you even give that to the fans? Or was it in North America? Or was it after you've just given everybody, the collector's edition or whatever it's called for Resident Evil 2? Capcom, come on, man, come on. No. And I saw they got this material poster of all the characters. Come on, man.
Nice little art book with it.
Okay, yeah. The
Devil May Cry 5 pin.
Nice
little badge.
That was it. That's the collector's edition.
Yeah.
No, I'm definitely not impressed with that.
I hear that.
Definitely not impressed with that. I just hope that the European version is way better. I hope we get a figurine or something.
We'll keep our eyes peeled.
But I'm not impressed with that.
I'm sure it'll come in the next few weeks. maybe.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I'm not really feeling that. I just want the game. You know what I'm saying? Like I could see myself like, oh, that reminds me. Jay actually sent me a link on WhatsApp. Was it today or yesterday? Last night. Anyway, but he sent me a link, and apparently there's this like Devil May Cry light, like a proper light, like a big ass light of Devil May Cry, like, you know, like a yeah. And I said to him, I was like, "Is this real?" And he goes, "Yeah, it's real. I'm getting it."
Don't. Oh no. I'm putting it out there live on YouTube, Jonathan. No.
You can't tell him no. You can't tell him no. No, you can't tell him no. And do you know what? Like,
how much is it?
I have no idea. I have no idea. But what I do know is
Jonathan, we need to have words.
But what I do know is that if it looks, yeah. So Jonathan Mind Explosion, he's got a YouTube channel. They does all things gaming, all things geek. Go check him out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my boy, my brother, Hinde Nakama. Anyway, but the point is that if he gets it and the quality is good, then. Yeah,
you're gonna want it.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe. Jay, was it Jay? You have to tell me. What's the quality? It's like the quality. But yeah, you know, like even that would have been sick if they would have said, "Oh, you get the big light with the collector's edition."
Where would you even put it in here if you got it?
I don't know, but
exactly.
The point. Listen, I don't know, but the point is that would be cold. Like that would be serious.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. Actually, I might put it up there, like, or like on the window on the light, so people can see it from outside.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be sick. Not because it's like long, isn't it? It's like, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Devil May Cry. Anyway, was it getting a bit sidetracked? But yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the Netflix. People did Castlevania. Art animation is godlike. So yeah, can't wait for it.
I think we got that.
Yeah, well, I'm just repeating it.
Anyway,
what's next?
So next week is the Gamers Awards.
Yes, and we haven't even.
We need to do our voting, which we're going to do after this. We may or may not reveal what we voted for. Probably not. But they have said that within the show, I believe it's on the 6th of December, which is next Thursday evening. It will be streamed live. There will be 10 brand new game announcements within the show. No idea what games, what platform they're for. Just 10 brand new game announcements. Now they could be utter shit. However, you never know, there might be one or two good nuggets in there that we're not expecting.
Like what?
I don't know.
Okay, but what would you like for them to announce? And you got to remember, these are new game announcements.
Brand new. Brand spanking new. How about Horizon Zero Dawn 2?
Yeah, but that's not brand spanking. That's a franchise already out, right?
Yeah, but it's still a brand new game. They've not said anything about it. I'm only starting to see things on the old internet about this game now, because I wasn't even 100% sure that they would be doing a second one. It makes sense for them to do a second one because it's such a godlike game.
No, but the way they left the story off in Horizon, it alludes to like them continuing.
Doesn't necessarily mean they're going to make one though, does it?
Yeah, I know, but that game did so well. It's kind of a no-brainer. So yeah. Oh, so like, okay, so this was going to ask. So do you think it could be a situation of the games they're announcing, the new games that they're announcing are for for this current generation? So for like the PS4, Xbox, Switch, or do you think?
I think there's going to.
Do you think it could be for the next Xbox One, like like the Scarlet, for example, or the PS5 or Nintendo's?
There may be some games that straddle both, you know.
Okay, but do you think the majority of it's gonna be, or do you reckon it's gonna be straddling or mixed or dominantly this generation? Because you got to remember, we've only got if they're announcing,
we've only got another year of these consoles left, right? So.
No, it's 2018, and everyone. I mean, so it's like 2020. So roughly,
that's another year and a bit till effectively, supposedly, we get the PS5 and the new Xbox. So that's another year.
Okay. Yeah, another year. See that? Okay, so
it's really difficult to say because it depends on how long these new games have been in development for. I know PlaStation want to get their PS4 sales to 100 million. I know they do.
Yeah. Yeah, so, they do.
You know.
And that's part of the reason why.
I can't see that there can't be another PlayStation exclusive being announced that we don't know about, surely.
What do you mean in terms of games?
Yeah, for next year. Even if it's making me go,
okay,
damn, I need to watch the Gamers Awards because I need to know what these games are. They could be utter trash for all we know.
Okay, but I think that, you remember, this is just what they're saying is just an announcement. So this means that they're just announcing it. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to come out this year, next year, 2021.
It could be like majority Nintendo games for the Switch. It could be,
yeah, and like you said, it could be like really like shit games, or games that just, you know, indie games or whatever. You know what I mean? It could be anything, or like small games like Hellblade.
It could be anything, but I'm hoping there'll be a nice little nugget or two in there that makes us go, oh shit, I wasn't expecting that. Nice.
Okay, would you
use the Gamers Awards as a way to announce a AAA game? You wouldn't, surely.
Well, I think if you're announcing like a sequel, like Horizon Zero Dawn or another God of War maybe game, then why not? Because
surely God of War 2 or the next God of War.
Yeah, what they call it?
Early.
No, but you can announce it. It's just an announcement. Like you can announce and saying, yeah, like we're going to be doing this.
Well, that opens it up to more possibilities. Then,
no, I mean, but
an announcement.
Well, that's what it is. There will be 10 announcements. So, like, them announcing doesn't mean they're going to give you like release dates. It's just them announcing, which is, which is the reason why I was asking. Do you reckon some of these announcements are going to be games that's already been in production for a few years? That's nearly finished. That we could be potentially getting next year, or do you think they're going to be for the PS5 Scarlet and new Nintendo console?
Maybe one will be for an exclusive PS5. Maybe, if we're lucky.
Maybe.
But I wouldn't expect it to be a big... I don't know.
I think personally... No, but what's it... Okay, because for example, with Xbox, like, they've taken on quite a few... Like, they've bought... quite...
Studio.
Yeah, like, new studios. But you got to remember, like, but this was early this year that they announced this. And I'm assuming
maybe they've got some fruition.
Yeah. Maybe
Ninja Theory have got something cooking.
Yeah, it's too soon. Unless they've been in... You got to remember, well, they just did Hellblade. Well, this is what I'm saying. If they've been... Like, if they've been in production on a new title, a new IP, before the Xbox announcement, like, you know, then maybe, but I personally don't think so. I think that what you're going to see, I think a lot of these announcements are going to be from a lot of these new studios that Xbox has, you know, incorporated into their... Xbox and even Sony and Nintendo. But I think what I personally think that the majority of it's probably going to be for the next generation. And I think in terms of the PlayStation, I think a lot of it's going to be stuff like Horizon Zero Dawn 2, God of War 2 or whatever they're going to call it, because it's a no-brainer.
Does that mean it's going to be? Does that mean on the back of that, do you think The Last of Us 2 will be a PS5 exclusive?
What? What? No.
Or is that going to straddle both?
No. Like the Last of Us 2 I feel like it's definitely going to be out on for the PS4. But just like The Last of Us, how it, like remastered, just like how it was on the PS3, then they did a remaster for the PS4. It's just going to be the same thing. And if it's backwards compatible, then why would it only be exclusive for the PS5? Like, they? I can't see them doing that. I think that The Last of Us will be out next year, late next year, the latest. And you know, and remember, this it's new game, so we already know that's coming out. So you can't that can't be The Last of Us 2 because we already know. I mean, it's like saying Death Stranding, but Death Stranding's already been announced, so you can't say that's a new title. We're talking about fresh, brand new titles, you know. And I think maybe in a way you could get away with saying Horizon Zero Dawn 2 is a new title because it's a new. So you could probably get away with that, but not like a game that's been in production that's meant to be coming out next year. No, because that's not a new game announcement.
I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah. But is there any, other than Horizon or whatever, is there any other games or any other that you're, you know, or maybe Quantic Dreams, a new game?
Yeah, that'd be nice. I would like another decision-based playing game with the same type of excellent graphics that Mr. David Cage gave us.
Wait, how was it? Ain't the people that made Until Dawn making another game like that?
Can't remember.
I could swear that they are. Oh, there was talks about them, something like that. I mean, I know they did that other one on the mobile called Hidden Agenda or something like that. Which which I felt like that was a bit of a letdown, because they should have gave you the option to either play it on the console or also play it on your phone. And I was
just on the phone, wasn't
just on your phone. And I think that I think that they fucked up on that. And they probably learnt from that as well, that they won't be doing it again. I feel like if you're going to do that, give the option. Don't just say it's just for your phone. Like, give the option. You know.
Maybe they'll do Detroit too.
Why was it end like left open? Like in terms of the story?
Well, it depends.
What do you mean it depends? Oh, okay. Oh yeah, because it's
it depends.
Yeah.
But you could do something. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but they haven't done a single for any of their titles, have they? So why would they?
True.
You know.
Another solid like AAA decision-based game would be cool. Actually, I like those games.
Okay.
They're nice to play. Hellblade 2 or something along would be cool.
Yeah,
I'm just thinking of franchises now. But
the problem is that if they was to announce Hellblade 2, that would only be exclusive for the Xbox.
All right then. No.
It's still technically you could say it's a new title, but the whole point is that, you know, was it for yourself? You just have PlayStation, you won't be playing it. So
I would actually like to see what ideas they've got for the next Lara Tomb Raider game. Actually,
really,
because now they've finished the trilogy of her origin story. Where's it going to go next? Please don't revamp anything that's already been done, because you know quite a lot has been done. Don't revamp anything. Think of something original. Now that and it needs to follow on from the trilogy. You've rebooted her. For God knows how many times they've rebooted Lara Croft now, but okay, you've got.
I think this was the third time.
You've got an excellent character. For me, she looks how she's supposed to look. She's the woman that she's supposed to be. You've got an excellent voice character in Camilla Luddington. Keep her. Where's the story going to go? Could go anywhere, obviously, but I would like to see an announcement of a new. Maybe you carry on doing trilogies. I don't know, but it'd be nice to see where Lara's going to go next.
Oh, so you would like for them to announce another Tomb Raider game?
Mm-hmm.
But it's a bit early though, and you got to remember, like Shadow Tomb Raider didn't particularly do well in sales, and all this negative energy around it. That's because
why they've got an opportunity to make something good and nice.
Yeah, but you got to remember though.
But you're forgetting I love Shadow, so.
Yeah, I know, but.
And I'm sure I'm not the only one.
Yeah, I know, but regardless of how much you like love something or enjoy it, you've also got to think about the monetizing aspect of it, like how well it did.
You telling me Tomb Raider's always going to make money?
To be honest with you, we need to check the numbers, but I don't think that Shadow done particularly that well, because if that was the case, then they won't be like. They won't be dropping the price so drastically within like a week of it coming out.
Mm-hmm. What about you anyway? Whilst I check on Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
What I would like. Oh, it's never gonna happen though. But
what?
It's Bayo, man.
Oh, you want it on?
Yeah, the PS4. But anyway, but it's new. Yeah, but that's not even a new announcement. Let me think. New announcements. To be honest with you, because there's new announcements, like you can only think about like them doing sequels of existing games, and to be honest with you, there's not particularly much. Like,
let's see another Watch Dogs game with Marcus.
Yeah, but we won't get enough on with Marcus. I think the thing is that if Watch Dogs was more of a franchise that was a bit more popular and did well in terms of how much it sold and how well the critics received it and stuff, I think that we probably would get like part 2s of it. 'Cause I know that with Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed. Like, was it like Ezio's story, the main character for Assassin's Creed 2? I think they had like 2-3 games to tell his story, but that's because Assassin's Creed was doing so well at that point. It was, so like it made sense. It was making money, but because obviously what Watch Dogs 2 did less than what the first one did, but even though everyone agrees that it's a better game than the first one, we're never going to get another one with Marcus, but yeah, we will get another. I think we probably will get another Watch Dogs game, but yeah. So maybe they might announce a new Watch Dogs game.
I can't find sales for Shadow.
Yeah, but to be honest with you, I have no idea. Like there isn't that many sequels that I particularly want to see.
Can you not think of a random off the top of your head
creation? Wait.
Style of game that you'd like to see?
Yes. On a mission. Well, okay, made by Capcom. You don't know about it. It was quite popular. Samurai dealing with demons. Came out probably around about the same time, or maybe after Devil May Cry. It was kind of like that demon, that thing, stuff like that. But on the mission, like it's like they'll make an on the mission game now. It probably looks something like the Ghost of Tsushima, but with demons and stuff.
Okay, that sounds cool.
Which would be really cool, and the story and the lore behind it was actually really cool. So I wouldn't mind, like, for them to announce it on the mission. Actually, I could swear I heard something about them, or something about on the mission, like them maybe bringing it back. But anyway, that would be really cool to get another on the mission game. I wouldn't mind seeing a new was it Beautiful Joe? Yeah, obviously it's all going over your head, but obviously Jonathan and certain people, like, we know about it. But yeah, like, was it a new Beautiful Joe game would be cool. It's got, I think, Beautiful Joe had Trish and Dante and them not in it. It was quite cool. Made by Capcom again, another Capcom game. I'm trying to think what else. I don't know, to be honest with you. I really don't know, but there are. But I'm not gonna lie, like, there are a lot of old titles like I don't know, like Bloody Raw on, Battle Arena to Shinden, like fighting games. Like there are a lot of. I remember, like, through the PS1, the PS2 era, there was like a lot of really cool games, and it was like a lot of these franchises, they just died out. They just disappeared. Actually, I wouldn't mind seeing another. What's it called? The Getaway, which is basically like a game that's sort of like Watch Dogs, open world, like Grand Theft Auto kind of thing, but it was based in London, and it's dealt with all like the gangs and stuff, the Jamaicans, the triads and stuff.
Game based in London,
something like that. Bring back like a franchise like that. I personally think that there is so much. There is so much games and so much wealth of games and stories and franchises that developers could go and get and bring back, especially in this in this time, because I almost feel like that as much as we're getting all these new games and this new innovation with VR, like in its infant stages, and all these possibilities and all these different ways of playing games and stuff like that, I just think that it's as much as we're getting it, like all these new like these new advancements and these new graphics and stuff like that, and it's kind of getting a bit stagnant in terms of like the franchises and types of games. And when you think about the PS1, PS2, there was so many really good franchises that studios that went bust or like whatever, but they had really good ideas and really good games during them times. So it'd be cool for a developer to somehow get the rights to some of these franchises or these games, and bring them up to date and make new versions of them, or take it somewhere different. Like, that would be amazing. And I think that they probably need to do was a lot of that, because there's so much stuff there that people's forgotten about, so and especially for certain generations probably only got into gaming at a certain time, they probably haven't even heard or played a lot of these games or these. So it'd be perfect opportunity to, you know. I mean, just like when you get a new generation and they do like the Last of Us remake because they want to vamp it up, because they want people, you know. But you can remake these games from the ground up and make them something special.
Yeah, but like you say, it's got to be a company that's got to go and get the rights for them. So that's not, you know, a simple thing. So
yeah, of course. But I do know that during the PS1 and the PS2 generation, Sony actually owned a lot of these studios, and a lot of them just went bust. So I'm assuming that if they owned them at the time, even though they'd gone bust, they probably have the rights or able to go back and, you know, do what they want to do and make certain titles exclusive to them or whatever, you know. So, you know what I mean? But I wouldn't mind seeing some announcements like that, like bringing back the old titles. So, but apart from that, I can't think of anything.
We will have to wait and see.
Yes, we will.
I don't think we've got much else to talk about.
No, I think that's about it. Yeah? All done?
All done.
Alright then, so thank you for watching the Sorta Casual Games Podcast. This was episode 3. My name is Jay, aka MrGhostProtocol.
My name's Karen, aka Freezergirl 77. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to tune in to our Instagram and Twitter pages under Sorta Casual Games as well. Hit like, hit subscribe, keep watching, and keep us, on this casual journey of ours.
Thank you for watching. What was it? What was all that about?
Well, you normally do this.
No,
and now you've got that on the video.
No,
No, last time you did this.
Yeah, because I was joking around, didn't it?
Yeah, and now you've got me doing that twice.